as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day.
One, we are at one, we are at one, we are at one. Let the music get to your heart. Let it set you.
There is a new international residence area inside the exhibition centre in Marbella. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to go and meet with the people from the Foreign Residence Department, get information about our city, how to become a resident, all the things we need to do here locally, or if you want to organise an event, this is a great area for us. Now, the young lady who's with me now, his name is Anita, and I met her there when the mayoress came to present the new campaign to register on the town census. Anita is the president of the Bulgarian Association here in Marbella, and although she doesn't speak much English apparently, I am looking forward to finding out more about Anita and about the group of Bulgarians who make up our local community and are just one of those 140 nationalities here in Marbella. Bienvenida, welcome to the show, Anita.
Muchas gracias por la invitación.
She says, welcome, thank you for the invitation. Do you speak any English? Hello?
Hello. Hello.
How are you?
Thank you. Fine. Fine. Thank you.
Well, it's logical, as Anita's from Bulgaria and living in Spain, that she may not speak English. She's saying she'd like to learn, but the nice thing is that Anita actually organises lessons for the children or other in Marbella so they don't forget their culture and heritage. Estoy diciendo que tú organizas clases para los niños búlgaros dentro del Palacio de Congresos, el nuevo espacio, para que no olviden su cultura y su vida, su mundo.
Sí, sus raíces. Esto es una de las más importantes actividades que tenemos en nuestra asociación. Lo hacemos con mucho gusto y gracias a la administración de esta ciudad, de ayuntamiento, que nos ayudan para realizar esto.
Anita says that for the children to know where they come from, to identify with their roots, is for them the most important aspect of the Bulgarian Association, and they are very grateful for the town hall giving these installations so that they can meet and give these lessons and obviously support this incentive by the international community. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas tú aquí? How long have you been here in Marbella?
Estoy aquí 17 años en Marbella y sigo trabajando. Los primeros años era muy difícil sin saber nada del idioma, vino aquí por motivo económico, y ahora después de aprender el idioma español ya me siento mucho más mejor, encontrar nuevos amigos, nueva forma de pensar, es diferente. No puedo decir que ni aquí ni en mi país es diferente. Y esto es una riqueza.
Anita's saying she's been here for 17 years in Marbella, and at first she found it quite difficult to adapt, but once she started learning Spanish, then she began to really have a full life, make friends, could get involved with the community, and it's made really a big difference. And she couldn't say that maybe it's better one place or another, but living here has definitely been a growing experience for her and a very rich experience. ¿Tienes intención de quedarte aquí? ¿Es Marbella tu hogar para el futuro, tú crees? I'm asking whether she thinks Marbella is like home.
Yo digo que puede ser, pensamos que es por casualidad, pero puede ser que no. Yo vine aquí desde el primer mi día, luego viajaba como excursiones a diferentes ciudades en España, pero nunca me voy a cambiar de esta ciudad. Marbella tiene una magia, tiene algo que a mí me viene perfectamente. y porque vivo en Riviera, fuera de la ciudad, cuando vengo cada día pasando por el arco de Marbella, la entrada en la ciudad, digo, hola Marbella. Me encanta.
Anita says that she's actually travelled quite a bit around Spain, been to many different cities, and she loves them all. But there is something quite magical about Marbella. And although she's living right now in the Riviera area, she comes to Marbella every day, and she says as she gets to the city, as she goes through the Marbella arches, Anita says, hello Marbella.
Sí.
It's funny because a lot of us, muchos de nosotros, sin importar nacionalidad, without our nationality playing anything in it, we find Marbella magical. Hay algo especial en Marbella.
Sí.
The climate, quizás el clima, la mezcla de gente, the mixture of the people.
Sí, sí, esto es, sí, por mí lo más importante son la gente que vienen aquí como turistas, vienen en lo mejor periodo de su año, en vacaciones, y aparte aquí hay mucho sol que provoca muchísimo sonrisa a la gente y un calor que siempre me sentí bien.
Very wise words. What Anita's saying is, and this is very true, as we are living in a city where a lot of people come at the best time of their life, when they're in their best moods because they're on holiday, it brings a very special joy to the city. Apart from the fact, obviously, we have the wonderful warm weather and this lovely light that helps put a smile on our faces. You always have a smile on your face. Every time I've seen you, siempre que te veo, siempre llevas una sonrisa que te decora la cara. It's always got a smile decorating a pretty face.
Porque creo que no puedo permitirme a castigar a la gente, verme enfadada.
She's saying she has no right to punish anyone else seeing her in a bad mood. Ojalá mucha gente siga eso. I wish we could all follow that. La Asociación Búlgara cuenta con muchos miembros. There are many people in the association.
No son muchísimo como cantidad oficial registrado ayuntamiento son 700 personas, pero muy pocos de ellos están activos con nuestro trabajo de la organización. Y son pocos, pero es importante a presentarnos aquí en este tiempo de multicultural, a presentar nuestra cultura y aceptarnos, a aclimatizarnos aquí con España, a conocer, porque cuando más cosas sabes, te sientes mucho mejor.
I agree. Knowledge is wonderful to learn about things, new people. There's 700 apparently Bulgarians living in our Marbella community according to the town census. So not a huge amount of people. Obviously are very united, or not though all active in the association. It is a significant community, and obviously what Anita is saying that she most enjoys is the richness of us having this multicultural, multinational community that we can learn so much from one another. I look forward to coming to one of your Bulgarian events to keep learning more about you, que me encantará venir a uno de tus eventos para saber más sobre vuestra comunidad, y muchísimas gracias por venir al programa hoy, and thank you so much for joining us in Marbella now this morning.
Sí, con mucho gusto te invitamos a nuestro Día Nacional que ya 3 años celebramos aquí, y también vamos a realizar otro evento que está Día Nacional de Cultura 24 de mayo en el año que viene.
Muy bien,
Sí.
pues ahí estaremos. We'll be there.
Sí,
We're saying
sí.
got the International Bulgarian Day, the National Bulgarian Day, and there's another festivities coming up next year. Anita will make sure that we're informed. Get in touch with your town hall as well, because that way if you sign on their newsletter you get updates of all these things going on. And Anita, thank you. How do you say thank you in Bulgarian?
Благодаря.
Again?
Благодаря.
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 Muchas
Благодаря.
gracias. Sí.
I like that. Благодаря.
Hey, hey.
This next section is sponsored by Linea Directa, tailor-made expat car insurance. We're going to give a warm welcome back to Marisa Moreno, who not only is the Danish Consul for Andalusia and God knows what else, She is also the Marbella Now legal advisor. Marisa, I've missed you this summer. You've been here, there and everywhere, but welcome back.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you with us and talking about a subject that is very much on everybody's tongues at the moment, which is this residential lettings.
That's it.
A couple of years ago, we first addressed this when the new law came in that if you are renting out your home, you have to register with the police, and then you have to meet certain requirements as a hotel would to ensure that that property is up to spec and is suitable to rent. But Marisa, things are beginning to really get pace now, and it's coming into force, and everyone's really now taking this seriously.
Yeah, well, the point is that we have to have two different kind of letting, you know, the letting system, because if you want to rent your apartment, to let your apartment for more than 2 months or just for 2 months, it's not considered as vacational, a holidays let. So you don't need to be registered. The only thing that you have to do, of course, is to declare to the tax office the income that you get for the rental. But now it's true that after 2 years, more or less, we can say that we have reached a very good level of letting, holidays letting on the coast. Most of the people want to use the high season since Easter to September, more or less, to get an extra income for their own houses, even if it's a second residence, or it's just for an investor or whatever.
I even know people who move out of their own homes and rent somewhere cheaper so they can rent out their places.
That's it. And some people rent some bedrooms, you know, some rooms, even to live with the family, mostly young people. It's true, but it's a way to meet people and to have an extra income. What happened now is that this is, I think I have my own theory about that, but it's probably because of the crisis and makes the people to get some revenue from their own houses.
And also the people renting or these places are also looking for cheaper options.
That's
maybe,
it,
as well.
that's it. And sometimes even like that, if you think about us, which one has not rent an Airbnb or home away house? Because sometimes if you are only for a weekend and you prefer to be homely or something like that, you prefer to rent a house of someone that to be in a hotel or something like that. You know, every single person has different needs in every circumstances, because if I'm for business, I prefer to be in a hotel. Because if I travel with my family, maybe I want to be in a you know, private house. There is a market for everyone. The point is that the government has to rule, or had to rule 2 years ago, because some people has a problem renting on to houses that never exist, or they have the sea views and you need a periscope, using a periscope to see the view, you know, and this kind of thing. So you have to declare all the condition of the house just to be sure that the market is under some rules. This is good enough. But now what happened is, of course, this kind of letter, the letting has created some or any other problems for the community. It's noisy, they are noisy, they don't accomplish with the community rules and this kind of thing. So many people are a little bit fed up about that. So the government now is thinking in changing the law and give some power to the community to allow them to ban this kind of activities.
Yeah, because it can actually be very influential if you live in a nice residential area and then suddenly the summer comes and you've got X amount of apartments that are being changed over every week with 6, 8, 10 people in a 2-bedroom apartment, which frequently is the case. It does change the whole dynamic.
That's it, and the
safety
swimming pool and gardens and lift and everything, you know. And well, the point is that now it's almost impossible to ban this kind of activity, because you need the unanimity of the community of owners. That means that the one who is letting to have some holidays don't going to vote against against himself. So, but now that the government is thinking in changing and have fifth part of majority to ban these kind of things. I'm not really, I'm not really happy with to ban anything, but maybe to have some power or some faculties for the community of owners to make them accomplish with the rules, with the community rules.
Right, maybe if they know it could be banned, they'll be more conscientious in who they rent to, which also would make a big difference.
That's it. Or when you rent an apartment, give all the community rules. You cannot be noisy after 12 o'clock or midnight up to 8 o'clock in the morning, and please don't do a camp in the swimming pool. These kind of things. I think it's a question of behavior, of course. Manners. That's
Respect,
it.
yes.
Respect. But sometimes I don't know why the people on holidays, they forget everything.
So what would be the status if you were looking to rent? I do believe also to ensure that the property you're renting is bona fide. It has a certain registration number now.
That's it.
So that would be the first thing to look for when you're looking to rent.
Yeah, that's it.
And if you want to rent out for these holiday periods, and again, is go to the police station, see which requirements are needed to make sure that you're following the rules.
Yeah. Well, it's not the police station, it's the Junta de Andalucía.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the authority, the
I
competency.
just knew Francisco Ruiz from SATE, the Servicio de Atención al Extranjero.
Maybe where
and
they
he
can.
was saying that he was in charge of it, so I kind of thought it was in that
Yeah, but maybe
department.
they can. Of course, it's a kind of information, but it's the Junta de Andalucía who has established all the requirements. Even, of course, the police station and the oficina de extranjeros used to give some information just for help.
Exactly. Talk to your town hall, always a good point to start from, find out where, but it's perfectly fine to rent out your place at the moment. It's just to say, you were saying good manners, respect for others, and hopefully you'll have a very lucrative holiday season.
That's it.
Marisa, thank you so much. Lovely to see
pleasure.
you again. Our beautiful lady in red.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, she's definitely here. She's back. Thank you, Marisa.
Okay, bye now. Bye. Thank you.